Hi there, today we're going to be taking a look at the Roccat Cone Plus, which is due to be released on the 1st of October. It features a 6000 dpi laser sensor. It comes with the Easy Shift Plus, which is an option that allows you to duplicate the amount of commands coming out of a single button. You have the ability to customise 4 LEDs on the mouse. It has the TDCU, which is tracking and distance control unit, so that controls the lift off, and also allows you to optimise the surface that you're using. So it's got a scanner on it and it scans the surface and optimises it to the best tracking option. So yeah, it's got a lot of options, a lot of different features on this mouse. I'm just going to be taking a quick tour and just running you through the software. I'll just take you through a quick unboxing video of the Cone Plus. So in a typical sort of Roccat fashion, you've got a mouse box which has a window. It has the 4 main features on the front, so your 6000 dpi, your Easy Shift, Easy Shift Plus, your 4 customizable LEDs, TDCU, which I was talking about before, with the tracking and the lift off. There's some more features on here, such as the weight system, the sensor. Around the back there's an image of the actual mouse, and it just points out some of the details, some of the features, such as the DPI up and down buttons, the processor in there, which is 72 MHz. A few more details there of the features. Inside there's some even further details there regarding the features, just up and down the sides. But in the main bit there's a showcase of the actual mouse, just to give you a bit of a teaser. So I'll just take this out now. Take this plastic off. So there's the mouse there itself. Inside there we've got a little envelope which has the quick installation guide, and the ID card for the membership on the Roccat website. Okay, so I've taken the camcorder off the tripod just to give you a better look at the mouse. On the Cone Plus there's 2 navigator buttons in typical sort of place. This back one here allows you to access the Easy Shift Plus. So by pressing, say, this button and the DPI down on the top there, that will give you a different command, a bit like a shift button. There's the Roccat branding there on the side. On the top is the DPI up and down buttons. By pressing these, a sound system actually operates. So if I were to press that when it's powered up, it would tell me through my speakers on my headset that this is going up through the DPI setting or down through the DPI setting. There's a scroll wheel there in the middle. This is a 4-way scroll wheel, so it moves to the sides. Just taking a look at the different angle now. On the V1 and V2 cone, you would have noticed that there's usually an LED here of the Roccat branding. That's been taken off, and we've now got a just a grey sort of impression of the Roccat branding. Looks quite good, that. Just take you around here. Looking at the USB cable, it's got a quite nice touch to it. So that's quite useful if you've got quite a few USB plugs in the back of your computer, and you don't know which one is your mouse and you need to unplug it. You can easily identify that this is the Roccat Cone Plus. Looking at the underside of the Cone Plus, we've got glide pads at the top, 2 at the top. We have 1 at the bottom, which is a larger pad. And then we have various details regarding the serial number, the technologies used and the standards, and then in the middle there's the 6000 dpi laser sensor, and to the bottom we've got a circular disc shape which is a cover for the weight system, and I'll show you this in a second. Okay, so I have taken the weights out of this box here, and I've slotted them into the bottom of the Cone Plus. I put all 4 5 grams in, and all you do is you just twist this and it locks into place like so. Got the Cone Plus next to a Logitech MX518 just to show you the difference in length. See there, it's quite similar in length actually. The shapes are obviously different, and then the height of the mouse as well. So the Cone Plus is obviously a little bit taller. Okay, so I've installed the driver for the Roccat Cone Plus. That gives me access to a software suite that Roccat have designed for the Cone Plus. There's 3 different tabs that you can take advantage of here. You've got the main control tab, a button assignment, colour control, and advanced control. The first one of those is the main control, so we've got access there to sensitivity options, the vertical scroll wheel, the horizontal tilt speed on the mouse wheel as well. But the main thing there is the DPI switcher. So we've got 5 different profiles that we can choose from for the DPI settings. So we can scroll using the buttons on the mouse between 5 different profiles, and each of those you can change of increments of 100. And what's good about the Cone Plus is on the mouse there you've got the DPI up and down buttons, and if I was to press one of these, it comes through on the speakers.
DPI up, DPI down.
So that gives me an indication of what button I've hit and whether I'm going up or down in the DPI settings. It's just a good indicator. And now on to the button assignment. On the left hand side you've got a list of 12 different commands assigned to the buttons already on the mouse. And with Easy Shift Plus on the right hand side, this allows you to duplicate different commands to each of those buttons as well. So you've got, if you were to press this button here, that's like a shift key basically. So you press that and you were to hit that,
Profile 4.
that changes the profile. So each of those buttons with that down operates a different command. So there you've got access to over 24 different button configurations. And now onto the colour control. You've got a panel there with an image of the mouse, and this allows you to choose each individual colour. So you've got LED 1, LED 2, LED 3 and LED 4. Now with this you can change each of these different LEDs, so you can have red going to pink and green going to yellow, and what that creates is like a gradient along that LED stretch and along the other one as well. And in the third panel what you've got there is a light effect, so you can change it from being fully lighted or blinking, heartbeat. You can turn the lights off, or you can have them breathing, so like a pulsating LED effect. You can change the speed of those pulses as well, and the blinking and the heartbeat. So you've got quite a lot of control over the mouse, and I'll just show you now what that looks like. Okay, so I'm going to show you the different colour configurations that you can have on this mouse. I'm going to choose for the first LED, go red. Second LED will go green. Third LED yellow, and then pink for the fourth one. Hit apply, and there we go. Changes the gradient along each side. I can have that as blinking. And you can also have all the different colours simultaneously running through. So if I was to change that, you can see those slightly changing colour. That's green, that's blue now. And finally, onto the advanced control settings. We have here a tab which allows you to take control of the advanced sensitivity on the X and Y axis. There's a tab there for the sound feedback, so the voice that's sent out on the speakers for the profile switch, DPI change, volume up and down, the sensitivity change. You can take that off completely, and you can alter the volume of that voice. Further down we've got tracking control unit. Now this is a really neat bit of a feature. We've got the ability to turn it on or off. If I turn that on, what it does, a little tab comes up, a little pop-up saying, would I like to configure my Kone Plus to the surface that I'm using. I'm using the Roccat SOTA. So by hitting start calibration, we've got the mouse is now scanning the surface, and it's working out what the best tracking options are, and it's basically just optimizing the tracking on the mouse. And that's finished. And there it's just saying that if you change the surface, if you change your mouse pad, then it's advisable to reconfigure, to recalibrate the Kone Plus. Next to this tab is a distance control unit option. Now this is referring to stuff like lift-off. Some mice have quite bad lift-off, and with the Kone Plus you're able to change the different settings on this. I've got the setting of extra low just so that it doesn't pick up any movement when I take the mouse off the pad. It's on its very low setting. And then there's the pointer speed in Windows, which is fairly standard. The polling rate, which you can change right from 125 Hz up to 1000. And at the bottom of each of these panels you've got 5 different profiles, which is stored on the 576 kilobyte onboard memory.